Hi ladies and gentlemen, well today is November 22nd, 2016, and in 1963 this was the day that President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. And it seems really ironic that I would be having to make this video today, because I feel like there have been assassinations across the spectrum of our political landscape, primarily against the people. You know, no one man can change the course of history or change the amount of corruption that is evident in the government and deep state of the United States of America. Only God can do it. And as I've said in many of my videos, the hearts and minds of the people must choose moral, ethical principles. Love one another, the golden rule, those types of things. One of my major concerns about the Trump candidacy, by the way, don't think that I'm upset that Hillary didn't win. That's obviously not the case. Hillary's a criminal, and that's one of the reasons why I'm making this video. One of the things that has concerned me about this entire election from the Trump's perspective has been the appeal to materialism. I'm going to give you better jobs. You're going to get more money. You're going to be able to do more things. You're going to be able to, buy more whatever. New cars, new whatever, economic prosperity. And I understand that to some extent, because if your gut's empty, you really can't think about anything else. But I think it's gone too far, honestly. Because that's all I'm hearing about now, are things that will make our materialistic abilities better, rather than our hearts and our minds. Now, Trump made a lot of promises in his campaign, and I don't expect him to be able to do all of them. But to allow a criminal of the type of Hillary to get out of the sights of prosecution is just going too far. And I don't care what the excuse is. I've heard a lot of people today say, well, he can't go after somebody. It can't be his political issue. He has to leave it up to his AG or whatever. You know what? Then why say anything? Is it a political maneuver to get something else? To take the issue out of the spotlight so that other things can get done? I really don't care, okay? Because the signal is, again, that if you are of the elite, you are above the law. That is what it says. I don't care what excuse you use to cover it. I was hoping that maybe it's because if they let Hillary off the hook, they let those poor cowboys in Nevada and Oregon off the hook for trying to stop Hillary and Reid from doing what they were doing with Uranium One to the Russians and the solar things and all the crap from the BLM. But you know what? I don't think that's the case. I'm not that stupid. I'm stupid on a lot of things, like all the rest of us are, because we keep thinking that some guy is going to help make things different. No, only we can make things different. I could go through the Rudy Giuliani thing and his understanding of 9/11. I could go through all the different picks of the cabinet and all that. John Bolton even being considered. And I know some of this stuff is being flouted by the fake mainstream media. But there's a little undercurrent of truth to it too. Mitt Romney. Wow, there's some real problems here. And then people associated with Goldman Sachs and all this other stuff. I'm not upset at Trump. He's got a terrible, terrible problem here trying to deal with a system that's corrupt to the core and trying to get something to happen. I understand that. And I was willing to bounce a little bit on these cabinet posts or considerations or those types of things. But to keep up with the Patriot Act, which is apparently what he's doing, to go along with police state type of nonsense, and there's some other things, those were red flags to me. But this, it's not vengeance to go after Hillary and all of the other corrupt criminals, traitors in our government and in all of the large corporations of the deep state. There's nothing wrong with going after them. I guess I didn't say that right. I really am upset, as a lot of people are right now, I would think. It's not a matter of vengeance. It's a matter that you're telling everyone that they're above the law. That the law is, again, the rule of man, not the Constitution, the supreme law. How many times do these elites have to violate the supreme law of the land, the really true rule of law, and to be allowed to escape? No, this isn't right, and I can't accept Alex Jones's explanation of it and apology. I can't accept Kellyanne Conway's. I can't expect any of them. I can't respect any of them because it's the same message. Oh, they're good people. I feel bad. I don't feel so much about this anymore that I need to do that. Then you do not have the principle of justice, Donald Trump. The principle of justice has to be balanced by mercy, but one cannot rob the other. So yes, I am upset today. And a lot of people out there are saying, ha ha ha, we told you that Trump was bad. Look, all right, what are the choices? The only other choice was to withdraw from the system entirely. And of course, I've pushed for that. Get out of Babylon. But I was willing to make an effort to see if this will work. It still could. But this was absolutely, and I disrespect any justification for it by anyone. I don't care who you are. This was the wrong move. Absolutely the wrong move. 100%. So no music today. And I'm voicing my anger, my distrust now of this whole thing. And of course, I've said before, and I'm going to say it again. It's an old statement. You've heard it. You cannot dismantle the master's house using the master's tools. I understand that. That's why going to the Constitution and enforcing the law against criminals who have held positions of power is an absolute necessity. It's not justice or mercy to let them off. If you're going to let them off, let everybody else out there that's been doing the same thing off the hook as well. All right. And one more point I have to interject in here. This is an insult to all of those men and women, both in active intelligence, inactive, all across the spectrum, that did their best to expose the corruption in the Hillary camp and elsewhere. This is an insult to them and is a slap in the face to them, to their economic well-being, to their freedom and their very lives, to have done all they did. This is wrong. In fact, this may be betrayal of another sort. Well, Dr. Steve Pachinik said something that's very important. No more wars, no more false flags, no more of this crap that has been going on in the past. Period. President Trump, you don't give a shit what I say, and I know that. Of course, Hillary gave even less of a shit. But this is wrong. This is absolutely 100% wrong. I'll try to be a little more decent and calm next